Hi, I am Duskie Estes of Farm to Pantry, and I'm here today to cook with you an incredible recipe to go with the Piper Sonoma Brute. Today we're gonna make an apple fennel slaw and then brown sugar brine a chicken, and you can use the same brine on turkey or a pork chop. Long before it was grape country in Sonoma County, it was apple country. So with Farm to Pantry, in the months of August and September, we glean thousands of pounds of apples. So this is a perfect savory use. Everybody knows how to make apple pie, but let's use it on chicken. So here we go. The first move is gonna be to brine the chicken. So to make the brine, we take a gallon of water that I've put in this pot and 1 1/3 cups of brown sugar, 1 cup of kosher salt, a couple sprigs of fresh rosemary, then some lemon zest. And the cool thing about this recipe is that we use the outside of the lemon to brine the chicken, but then we use the inside for our fennel slaw. About a tablespoon of peppercorns, about a teaspoon of chili flakes, then some garlic cloves that you can still leave in the paper, and I'm just going to smash them. So this is a whole chicken, and I'm going to teach you how you can spatchcock it, which basically means to cut out the backbone and make it flat so you can roast it ultimately. When you get a whole chicken, it's much more affordable than when you buy a butchered chicken. And you can get a lot of meals out of one bird. But so first, on the inside is usually the innards and the neck. We save this to make a stock. So I always put them in a Ziploc bag in my freezer until I have enough to make a batch of stock. And then I take my little chicken and I put the butt end up and I cut on both sides of the butt down the spine. Go. And you can just pull that spine off, and that can go in your bag as well to make your stock. And then I take the wings and I tuck them in, kind of like he's sunbathing. And that is a spatchcocked chicken. And now we're gonna put it into the brine. So here is our brine. And the chicken goes in. And then we put this in our refrigerator for 2 days. And then we take the chicken out of the brine and put it on a plate for 1 day. And then it'll be ready to roast. Here we go. So now that the board is all clean and safe, and now that my chicken has brined for 2 days, the next move is to pull it out of the brine and let it air dry for 24 hours on a plate in your refrigerator. So now we've come to 3 days later. I'm gonna go get my brined and air dried chicken. She's ready to go on a baking sheet and into the oven. So then I put her in a 375-degree oven for somewhere between 45 minutes and an hour until a thermometer tests at 165. While the chicken is roasting, it's time for us to make the apple fennel slaw. So I brought a fennel bulb and an apple. And these are Gravenstein apples that we're gleaning in Sonoma County right now. So I'm just going to julienne some apples. Okay, so there is a little bit of julienned apple. And then for the fennel, we don't let anything go to waste, so we use the top for garnish. So all this frilly fluff, I save and I chop up, and it also goes in my bowl. And then all of the goods. So that lemon that we used the outside, now we're gonna use the inside. So we're gonna squeeze a little lemon. And then we're gonna put a little quality extra virgin olive oil. Salt is always your friend, so a little bit of salt. I do a little bit of turmeric because it's a fun color. So just a little turmeric in there. And then yellow raisins that I'm gonna plump just in some hot water. Then we're gonna do a splash of either sherry vinegar or apple cider vinegar, and then a couple mustard seeds. My plumped yellow raisins, so I'm gonna strain those off, and they go into the slaw. And here is your apple fennel slaw that'll be delicious on top of your roasted chicken or a pork chop or a turkey breast. Now that the apple fennel slaw is good to go, we can go pull the chicken from the oven. I also snuck in a little turkey breast that I had brined so you could see what that looks like too, because maybe you might want to do that for Thanksgiving. So this is what the spatchcocked brown sugar brined chicken looks like. And now we get to garnish it with all of the gorgeous apple fennel slaw. The Piper Sonoma Brute pairs perfectly with this brown sugar brined chicken with apple fennel slaw. Both the apple and citrus pair perfectly with those same notes in the wine. So go out to the store and get yourself a bottle for your holiday table. Happy holidays, cheers!